I was walking in Manila one time, and suddenly, I was swarmed by a bunch of street kids. Eh, bagong bihis pa naman ako. Oh, bagong ligo, fresh, ready to go to work. Eh, nabigla ako nung dumugin nila ako. And of course, they smelled like the last time they had a bath was a week ago. I talked to one of them, the one who was most persistent, and I asked the boy, "Nasa nanay mo? Bakit nasa kalye ka? Ba't wala ka sa school? Hindi ka ba nag-aaral?" You know, the kid was very evasive and wouldn't give me a straight answer. For all I know, his mother was just around the corner, perhaps begging for a living herself. During these situations, I'm usually torn. Do I give them money? I'm not sure whether they'd actually spend the money to buy food, or, as I suspect, they'd gamble the money away, or play video games, or buy rugby. So I bought a few pieces of bread from a bakery nearby, gave it to the bunch of kids, and they went away happily, chomping away at the bread I gave them. We live in a country that is populated by so many poor people. Out of the more than 100 million people who live in this country, more than 30 million are considered poor, with 12 million living in extreme poverty, people who barely have enough food to survive. You cannot ignore them. They are everywhere. You just need to open your eyes and consider carefully what you will do, because what you do for them has eternal significance. In the Gospel according to Matthew, Jesus tells us of a time when He will separate people from one another, placing those who belong to His kingdom on His right and those who do not belong to His kingdom on the left. And here's how He referred to those who belong to His kingdom. "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer Him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king will answer them, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brothers, you did to me." It is remarkable how Jesus linked service to the needy with eternal rewards and punishments. Jesus is not saying that it is our good works that will save us. We are saved by grace through faith and not by works. But it's like Jesus was saying, compassionate acts to the hungry and thirsty, the naked and the homeless, to the stranger needing help or those in prison, these acts mark the people who are true followers of Jesus. God has always shown special concern for the poor and the underprivileged. God desires that we grow in the likeness of Christ, to be more like Jesus, and that includes His compassion for the poor and the marginalized. So be generous to the poor and hungry. If you can, send a needy child to school. Find time to visit someone who's sick or a relative who's in jail. Above all, treat them with respect, dignity, and compassion, because whatever you do to the least of them, you do to the Lord Jesus. Always keep in mind, as you serve the Lord through your service to the least of your brothers and sisters, faith matters too.